Welcome, everyone, to Miriam's Table. Tonight is about celebrating the legacy of women of all ages throughout time. It's for the mothers, for the healthcare workers, for the artists, for the educators. It's for women in business, construction, law enforcement, athletes, inventors, and dreamers. It's for those who can't be with us tonight and all of you who are. So thank you. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We're going to celebrate and be together on this wonderful, wonderful historical occasion. And now I would like to introduce our dear friend, Neshama Karlbach.
Hi, everyone. Sisterhood, loving, gorgeous group of women who organized this. Thank you, Beth, and thank you, Lisa. And what an honor it is to be with all of you to celebrate this moment. Tonight, my tripod is not working, so I apologize. I've already lit my candles. Oh, they're right here. I'm inviting all of you to light your candles as well. And the candle that I light tonight was so many reasons. But first and foremost, when I lit tonight, it really occurred to me that I'm wanting to send this light out to the people who don't know that there is light, the people who are lonely, the people who are sad. May the light that we light tonight together penetrate them somehow, reach them somehow. And I light this light for the Shekhinah, for the feminine divine, for the God that is around and within and inside all of us, the nurturing, the loving, the effervescent, the ever-present God of love. May we feel it, may we let it in. May this time of freedom and love coat our systems and remove fear and sadness and replace it with longing and joy and hope. May we hope for freedom. May we find what we need as a world. May we heal. So tonight, Beth Stiles and I are going to try something interesting because everyone who does these Zoom things, and I feel like we're all doing it a little too much these days. I'm so sick of Zoom. No offense to Zoom. You can't really play together via Zoom because there's always a tiny, tiny bit of delay. But Beth and I decided in honor of this very special song, in honor of lighting candles, in honor of all of us, that we're going to try to play together. And I'm going to sing and Beth is going to play. And there may be a little bit of a delay, but there's a delay here between us, between our hearts. We are ever connected, even when we're just a little bit disconnected. So this is In the Light, written by Beth Stiles, who is a gorgeous visionary and someone I treasure so very much. And wherever you are, open your heart, feel the light, and join us. Let us light these lights for the world tonight. Let our hearts unite. In the light, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu mitzvotav v'tzivanu. Sheyom tov, Sheyom tov. In the light, in the light, in the light, in the light.
That was beautiful, Neshama.
Hi, everyone. It is my honor to introduce Rabbi Tamara Cohen. Tamara was the editor of the Mayan Haggadah and one of the founders and leaders of the original Mayan Seders that were run in New York City, and thousands of women attended for many, many years. Welcome, Tamara.
It's a real honor to be here. Amazing to be here with all of you. And I'm holding the power of the Pesach story, both the terror of the plagues, which I think we're feeling in a different way right now, and the joy of the liberation, which we celebrate, and the questions about why they come together then and now. So it's my honor to be here tonight to create a link between this Miriam's table and countless other women's seders. And more specifically, I'm here to make a link to the Mayan seders back in the early 90s, where an incredible group of women led by the visionary feminist leader, Barbara Dobkin, and the incomparable Debbie Friedman, and many others, created seders for thousands and thousands of Jewish women, our friends and allies around New York and then around the country, because we had the idea that growing on the seders of Esther Broner and Letty Cotton Pogrebin and others, we wanted a Seder to become a mainstream part of Jewish celebrations. We wanted Miriam's cups to be on every table. And we can celebrate tonight because in large part this has happened and continuing to happen as our ideas about feminism have expanded, as our ideas about liberation have expanded. We can look back and also look forward. And we can recognize that in dancing together and singing together for these years, since those years, we have not only transformed the present and made possible the future, but also changed in some way, I think, our memory of the past, so that we have raised up the sound of Miriam and all the women, all the Israelites on the shores of the sea through our own presence. And I want to thank you, Beth, tonight for continuing that, and all of those who will be contributing their voices and uplifting us this evening. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Chava Morel from Seattle, Washington, and I just want to echo the words that Rabbi just spoke about the women that came before us, who created this path for us and forged the way so that we could all, hundreds of us, gather together and honor them and honor their voices with our voices. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses. Blessed is the blessed one. Blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now, and every now to come. Blessed is the blessed one, blessed is the giver of blessing, blessed in this moment now, and every now to come. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses.
Chava, thank you so much. I'm Abby Strauss from Memphis, Tennessee. Oh, and I have my beautiful family here as well. And I want to share Kadesh Urchatz, because one thing that we are struggling with throughout our lives, but especially right now, is really order. And I wrote this melody so that we could sing together. So it's a call and response. And I really hope that just as our voices are stronger together and these beautiful women and everything we're bringing tonight, thank you, Beth. Please join with me. Kadesh Orchatz Karpas Yachat Agi Rochza Utzimatza Maror Korei Shulchan Orei Safun Barei Hallel Yitzhak. Join with me one more time. Kadesh Orchatz Karpas Yachat Magi Rochza Motzi Matzah Maror Korei Shulchan Orei Safun Barei Hallel Yitzhak.
Thank you, Abby. So we raised our cup of wine, traditionally wine, because wine transforms us. And in reciting Kiddush, we transform the day. We transform just any regular day and we say, this is holy today. And right now we transform our Thursday night into Seder night. Savri, Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Borei pri hagafen. Baruch Atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Asher bachar banu im kalam, V'roimemanu im kalashon, V'kedishanu b'mitzvotav, V'titen lanu Adonai Eloheinu be'ahava, Moadim l'simcha, Chagim uzmanim l'satzon. Et yom chag hamatzot hazeh, Zman chayuteinu, Mikra kodesh, Zecher l'yitzias Mitzrayim, Kivanu v'charta, Vaytanu kidashta im kalamim, Umayadei kachecha, B'simcha v'sasanin chaltanu, Baruch Atah Adonai, Mekadesh Yisrael v'azmanim. Amen.
Hello, I'm Cantor Magda Fishman from Boca Raton, Florida, congregation B'nai Torah, and this is my assistant, Yair Kedar. And thank you so much, Hani, for the beautiful chanting of Kiddush, and it got us right into the holiday. And I lit my candle today in honor of my grandmother that passed away on Monday morning in Israel, and was the light of my life in many ways, my guide, my teacher. And the next blessing is שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה, that we got here to this moment all together. And she got to 100 years old, and I'm wishing all of you 100 years old and more. And may we meet again next year, right here, and sing שהחיינו once again. So Beth Stald and I composed this, the melody to this prayer for the high holidays in Bethel, Stanford, and I'm honored to share it with you today. Baruch atah Adonai, Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, Eloheinu melech haolam.
שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Amen. Chag Sameach.
Thank you, Cantor Magda, and your sweet assistant. That was so beautiful. I'm Rabbi Deb Solomon from Hebrew Wizards Kehilat Shalom of Greenwich, Connecticut, and I'm honored to participate tonight, so thank you. I lit my candle in honor of my 3 daughters and my sister and my brother's 18th yortzeit. Especially today, we wash and clean our hands, orchatz, for 20 full seconds. We are thankful to be safe in our homes with our family or in the comfort of our friends online. The beautiful holiday of Passover shares the story of how we became a Jewish people. From slavery to freedom, it's our story of perseverance, compassion, and victory. It provides us an opportunity to be empathetic for the mothers and the children who traveled tirelessly to escape from slavery. It allows us to appreciate God, who is powerful and strong, that can lift us up when we are in need. And we can imagine Miriam and her tambourine leading the women and children to safety as they danced and sang across the Red Sea. Today, more than ever, we can relate, and there are many silver linings. We are united tonight, connecting women from all over the world, celebrating together our passions for music and prayer. Dear God, thank you for allowing us to reach this moment as passionate women who can together change the world. May we embrace our fears through gratitude, patience, love, and compassion. And may we find those sacred Shehechianu moments amidst our own Red Sea. Together we will get to the other side, singing, dancing, and holding hands once again. May this vision empower us to appreciate all that we have and all that we will one day be. And let us say, Amen. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi Solomon. I'm Katie Kaplan from Stamford, Connecticut, and I lit my candle behind me for my two grandmothers, and also am feeling so honored to have my mother amongst one of our 700 watchers right now. She's here with us as well. So the Karpas, as we begin the Seder, reminds us of spring and of rebirth. And it's a perfect opportunity for us to extend compassion to ourselves and to one another. It's never too late to begin anew. And this melody is one that Beth Stiles and I wrote for the most recent high holidays, Hamol. See if this will work. Hamol, Hamol, al ma'asecha, v'tismach, v'tismach, b'ma'asecha, v'yomru lecha, chosecha, b'tzadecha amusecha. Tukdash Adon al kol maasecha. Behold your holy creation, and hold our hearts with compassion. Oh, come, rejoice, 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 and we will bless your name forever. Rejoice, rejoice, as we bless your name. As we bless your name forever.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much, Katie Kaplan. That was so beautiful. It's amazing to be here tonight. I'm Cantor Shira Lissick from Temple Israel in Charlotte, North Carolina. And tonight I lit my candle for really being here with all of you. All of you have really lit my light. And for my daughter, Mayan, who I think it's really cool that the Mayan Haggadah, that she's named after the Mayan Haggadah. So it's really, you know, I just hope for her and for all of our children that we can light the way to accept our full selves. So that's what Yachatz is about. We break the middle matzah and we hide the larger part as the afikomen, and we're excited to find those deep, dark places where we hide the afikomen. So just like we hide the afikomen, we should look for that larger part of ourselves that we hide, because it's those stories that we hide that are actually the light. And look for the cracks, that's how the light gets in. So I'm offering Debbie Friedman's Misha Berach so that we can embrace the fullness of ourselves and each other and heal the world. Misha Berach Avotenu Me'or HaBracha Le'imotenu. Be the source of strength, who bless Those in need of healing, with refuah shlema, renewal of body, renewal of spirit, and let us Amen.
Thank you so much, Cantor Shira. This is Alana Arian coming to you from Brooklyn, New York. I lit my candle today in honor of my daughters, Maya, who's 7, and Acadia, who will be 8 months in 2 days, who have brought so much light to us in this strange time in our home. We come to Magid, the part of our Seder where we're instructed to use our voices to tell the story of our people, of our redemption, and we're reminded as we sit in our own spaces, separate from one another, that we still have that gift, that divine gift of our voices to comfort one another, to stand up for injustice, and indeed to tell our stories. I will open my eyes. I will not look away. I will use this gift I've been given every day. I have a voice, my voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice, my voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. I will give of myself. I will reach out my hand. I will use this heart I've been given and take a stand. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. I have a voice. My voice is powerful. My voice can change the world. Change the world. Chag Sameach.
Oh, this virus, this Pesach, was so busy sanitizing our hands. But did we take the time to sanitize our neshamas?
Hi, everybody. That was really funny. I'm Perry Smilo from South Orange, New Jersey. Tonight, I lit my candle for all of those who are stuck in Mitzrayim and who are hungry tonight. We've arrived at our portion of our evening where we think about halach ma'anya, the bread of poverty. And we're reminded how lucky we are if we have food on our tables and if we're able to celebrate. And we're commanded to remember those who can't.
Halach ma'anya, halach ma'anya, halach ma'anya, the bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. All who are hungry, let them come and eat. All who are hungry, let them
Harani Halachmania. Try it with me from home. Halachmania. 700 voices. Halachmania. Halachmania. The bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. Next year, may we all be free. Sing with me. Next year, may we all be free. Next year, may we all be free. Halachma, halachmanya. All together. Halachmanya. 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 Bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. The bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. The bread that we ate in Mitzrayim. Thank you, Beth. Chag Sameach, everyone.
Dayenu, 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 Dayenu.
Why is this night like different from all other nights? On all other nights, we eat bread and matzah. And on this night, we only eat matzah. On all other nights, we eat all vegetables, but on this night, only bitter herbs. שבכל הלילות אנו אוכלים שאר ירקות, שאר ירקות. הלילה הזה כולו מרור. הלילה הזה כולו מרור. On all other nights, we don't dip our food even once, but on this night, we dip twice. אין אנו מפילים אפילו פעם אחת, אפילו פעם אחת. הלילה הזה שתי פעמים. הלילה הזה שתי פעמים. On all other nights, we eat sitting or reclining. On this night, we only recline. בכל הלילות אנו אוכלים בין יושבים ובין מסובין, בין יושבים ובין מסובין. הלילה הזה כולנו מסובין. הלילה הזה כולנו מסובין.
Hello, everybody. My name is Basia Schechter. I am a cantor at Romamu, in the Upper West Side, and I light a candle for tradition, for the sounds of the Alte Welt from the Old World, and for the wisdom of other traditions like Thich Nhat Hanh, whose words my friend Andrew Vladik and I set as the coda to this Yiddish Manishtana. And I want to dedicate it to him. He's recovering from COVID right now. Tatele bin ich viel de Fregen, de vier Kasches. Man ist tan halayla zemikol halaylois. Far was ist die Nacht von Pesach, anders von aller Nacht von der ganzen Jahr. Die erste Kasche ist alle Nacht von der ganzen Jahr essen wir Chorne zu Matzah. Aber die Nacht von Pesach essen wir nur Matzah. Die zweite Kasche ist alle Nacht von der ganzen Jahr essen wir alle Grinsen. Aber die Nacht von Pesach essen wir bittere Grinsen. Die dritte Kasche ist alle Nacht von der ganzen Jahr tunken wir nicht einmal, aber die Nacht von Pesach tunken wir zweimal. Einmal Karpas und Salzwasser und einmal Maror und Charoises. Die vierte Kasche ist alle Nacht von der ganzen Jahr, essen wir sei sitzendig und sei angelegt. Aber die Nacht von Pesach essen wir nur sei angelegt. Tate chagendig die vier Kasches. There is no way to peace, my friend. Peace is the way. There is no way to peace, my friend. Peace is the way. Peace in the here and now. Peace is the way. With every step and every breath. Peace is the way. There is no way to freedom is the way. There is no way to freedom. Freedom is the way. Freedom in the here and now. Freedom is the way. With every step and every breath. Freedom is the way. Chag Sameach.
Thank you, Basia. I'm Lucy. I live in St. Louis, Missouri, and tonight I light my candle for my grandma Ruth, who lived a fierce 98 years as a social justice warrior way ahead of her time. And tonight I'm singing a song I wrote called Letaken et Ha'olam. It's about repairing our broken world and creating a better future for us all and for our children especially.
Let's get to work across the nation. When things aren't right, we make a sound from strength to strength through generations. This is our fight. We won't back down. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shenatan lanu הזדמנות לתקן את העולם. שנתן לנו הזדמנות לתקן את העולם.
Thank you, Lucy. That was so amazing. My name is Sue Horowitz. I'm a singer-songwriter coming to you from Sioux City, Iowa. I'm dedicating my candle to my mother, Linda Radner, who is a true Eshet Chayil. We're approaching this Pesach with a feeling of being in Mitzrayim and in that narrow place. And I hope that with our journey forward, even though we don't know where we're going right now, that our lives will be filled with blessing. To a land that I will show you. a place you do not know. Lechi lach, on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. Lechi lach. Lechi lach. And I shall make your name great. Lech lecha. And all shall praise your name. Lechi lach, to the place that I will show you. L'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, l'simchat chayim, lechi lach. And you shall be a blessing. Lechi lach.
Absolutely beautiful, Sue. It's so nice to get to be together here tonight from all around the country, all around the world, counting our blessings. My name is Cantor Natalie Young. I'm in Southern California, in Orange County, and I'm going to be sharing Vehi She'amda, thinking about all of those blessings that light us up from within, that keep us strong, even when people seek to do us harm, remembering that we are stronger together, that when we can connect with one another, lift each other up, each generation is strengthened. Vehi she'amda lavoteinu, Vehi she'amda lavoteinu velanu, שלא אחד מלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מן האדם. והקדוש ברוך הוא מצילנו מן האדם. והיא שעמדה לאבותינו, והיא שעמדה לאבותינו ולנו, שלא אחד מלבד עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו, עמד עלינו לכלותנו.
It's my pleasure to invite Rabbi EJ Cohen, who is going to share with us a prayer for the healers that she wrote recently. Thank you.
Thank you. What a blessing to be with all of you. May the one who blessed our ancestors bless all those who put themselves at risk to care for the sick, physicians and nurses and orderlies, technicians and home health aides, EMTs and pharmacists, hospital social workers and respiratory therapists. I'll pause now for you to add the names of anyone for whom you're especially holding in your prayers tonight. Bless them as they navigate the unfolding dangers of the world each day to tend to those they have sworn to help. Bless them in their coming home and bless them in their going out. Ease their fear, sustain them. Source of all breath, healer of all beings, protect them and restore their hope. Strengthen them that they may bring strength. Keep them in health that they may bring healing. Help them know again a time when they can breathe without fear. Bless the sacred work of their hands. May this plague pass from among us speedily and in our days.
That was beautiful and so appropriate. Hi, everyone. I'm Jackie Tepper from Stamford, Connecticut, and I'm the creator of Neshama Yoga, a unique blend of Judaism, yoga, and meditation. And I lit my candle this evening in honor of my mother, and I'm just delighted that she's here with us tonight. I'd like to take you on a very brief journey to honor our mothers, our grandmothers, and all the generations who have preceded us. So I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale it out. And I'd like you to continue to breathe in this way. Allow your belly to rise on the inhale and soften on the exhale. And keep the breathing going with your eyes closed. Begin to visualize in your mind's eye the women in your family who came before you. Beloved mothers, aunts, and grandmothers. And as you breathe, feel their love shining down upon you in the form of warm light. And let their light and their love embrace you with each breath that you take. And as you breathe a little deeper, move back through the generations of your family, seeing faces of your ancestors who you do not know, but who you recognize through the warmth of the love that they're showering upon you. And keep your breath going, long and deep. And then let the faces disappear into just the feeling of the presence of your forebears for countless generations. Breathing yourself all the way back to our collective matriarchs, Sarah, Rivka, Rachel, and Leah. And in this moment, allow yourself to know that you are a conduit for their love, their wisdom, and their strength. You are the beneficiary of their collective experience, and you are blessed with the ability to bring forward their attributes through your own special and unique light. Please take one more deep breath in and hold that breath for just one moment. And then exhale. And allow yourself to feel more expansive and loved by your ancestors throughout all time and space.
Thank you, Jackie. I did light my candle tonight for my mother. So as you were giving us this beautiful meditation, I started to picture her, and I'm bringing her in here with me tonight, and my grandmother before, and my grandmother before, and my grandmother before. Thank you for that beautiful visualization. My name is Shira Klein. I'm here in Brooklyn, New York, and the song I come tonight with is B'chol Dor Vador. It's Debbie Friedman's melody, which I grew up with, singing and banging on the Passover Seder table. It's a song that holds the intention that, in fact, exactly as you spoke, Jackie, all of time is now. And that the intergenerational wisdom is just flowing through these stories like a mirror to each one of us.
Thank you, Shira Klein. I am Cantor Deborah Jacobson. I serve Temple Judea in Manhasset, New York. I lit my earlier candle in honor of my mother, Barbara Frankel, and I now have the blessing of lighting the Or HaDorot in honor of our matriarch, Sarah, in honor of grandmothers everywhere. I dedicate this candle tonight to my bubby, Gerda Frankel, a Holocaust survivor who just recently turned 105. Nothing was impossible for my bubby. Her favorite comment was, "Why not?" So in your honor, bubby, I light this candle. Oh, hear my prayer, I sing to you. Be gracious to the ones I love, and bless them with goodness and mercy and peace. Oh, hear my prayer to you. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen. Let us light these lights and see the way to you, and let us say Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Cantor Jacobson. That was beautiful. Hi, I'm Cantor Shauna Zell from Temple Beth Elohim of Wellesley, Massachusetts. Tonight, I lit my candle in honor of my mom and sister who are joining us on Zoom, and also in memory of my beloved Grandma Shirley and my Aunt Linda. I thought that one of my most favorite Passover songs, a traditional spiritual, Go Down Moses, could use a little bit of a modification to include our sister and fearless leader Miriam. So here's my new take. Israel was in Egypt land, let my people go. Oppressed so hard they could not stand, let my people go. Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Women and children throughout the land, let my people go. Singing and dancing with timbrels in hand, let my people go. Lead us, Miriam. Lead us, Miriam, through the water on dry land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go. Again, lead us, Miriam. Lead us, Miriam, through the water on dry land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go.
Thank you so much to my good friend in Boston, Shauna Zell. It's so nice to see your face and hear that beautiful, soulful voice of yours. So tonight I am lighting my candle for my mom, who is watching on Zoom tonight and who only lives 5 minutes from me, but right now it seems like there's so much distance between us as we're not able to see each other in the same way that we have been. And so I hope that, Mom, you can feel this light from here. So I'll be sharing a brief mashup of two songs that came from very distinctively different eras, yet which reinforce the feeling that when we talk about freedom, freedom is something that goes beyond anything that we can be granted. Ultimately, freedom is something that we can allow ourselves to have in our own hearts and our own bodies and our own minds to have. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom over me. And before I'd be a slave, I'd be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. This is my fight song. Take back my life song. Prove I'm alright song. My power's turned on. Starting right now, I'll be strong. I'll sing my fight song. And I don't really care if nobody else believes. 'Cause I've still got a little fight left in me. Yes, I've still got a little fight left in me.
I am Lizzie Swan, and this is my powerful daughter Lucy Swan, and we're from Stamford, Connecticut, and we are blessed to have lit this candle tonight for my mother, Dolly Ann, my incredible mother. And hi, Mommy. I know you're out there
Hi,
in
Nana.
Rhode Island. She's 83 years old. We wish you could be with us, but we know you're watching and we love you so much. So we wrote this song for you. It's called Ba'ahayod Ba'imahot. Wait, what did we say? Ba'ha'ada La'imahot Ve'achayot. I have to put my glasses. So it means in thanks to the mothers and the sisters. So thank you, Sister Beth, for being the true visionary that you are.
We give thanks to the women who gave us life, who live with courage and held us tight, taught compassion and wrong for right, to live free from fear in a world of light. We light these candles for you tonight, together at Miriam's table. Your stories and journey will be our guide. We light these candles for you tonight. We light these candles for you tonight. We light these candles for you tonight.
I love you, Mommy.
So gorgeous, Lizzie and Lucy. I think everybody, wait till you read the chats afterwards. My goodness, just warmed everyone's heart. I lit my candle tonight behind me. I lit it for my mother and my daughter, who are connected. I named my daughter after my mother after she passed away a year before she was born. And I'm just feeling that generation. Thank you so much, Jackie, for that meditation. It was brilliant, going back into those generations. And I want to share a song called Gibor. That's really means hero. In this Magid section, lifting up Miriam's story and the heroes that often go unsung, and the space of heroism where you often may fail before you rise or sink before you soar. The words are Takshiv lakriya, listen for the calling, Timsa et hatshuva, and go out and find that answer for all of us. Takshiv la kriya, timsa et tachuva. 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 Can you hear it deep inside? You don't have to hide. Listen to your calling. You can open up your mind. Who knows what you'll find? There's no time for stalling. Takshiv la kriya, timsa et tachuva. 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 You'll see miracles each day, gifts along your way. If you let them guide you, you may sink before you soar, but step onto that shore. The hardest part's behind you. Takshiv la kriya, timsa et tachuva. 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 Will you chant these words with me? It goes like this. Huh, kulam, yala, kadima. Huh, kulam, yala, kadima. Huh, kulam, yala, kadima. Huh, kulam, yala, kadima.
So thank you, Naomi, for that. And I am going to share with you the 10 plagues and then a very brief Torah about the plagues. So blood, frogs,
lice,
pestilence, boils, hail, locusts, darkness, and the slaying of the firstborn. And every year at the Seder, we recount the story of the 10 plagues. This year, the idea of a plague, I think, has never been more present and personal for so many of us as we deal with the fear and the pervasive effects of the coronavirus. Plagues, by their very nature, are unwelcomed, yet they are an important catalyst for change. Plagues disrupt our lives, but it is in that disruption that they give us the opportunity for introspection and reassessment of our priorities. With newfound perspective, we can break free from the habits that enslave us. We can liberate ourselves from the pharaohs within, and we can open our hearts where they might have previously been hardened. At our Seders next year, may the plague of the coronavirus be a distant memory, but may our new, healthier habits, patterns, and priorities be firmly rooted in our lives.
Hi, I'm Donnie Zaslav, and I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you, Jackie, for that. I've never felt more, this plague thing is a little bit overwhelming, to say the least, right now. I lit my candle for anyone who is alone in their house or alone in a hospital, because it's the strangest thing that we can't actually visit the people who need us right now. And I know a lot of people who are quarantined and by themselves, and I just, it's really, really intense. So I lit my candle for all of you who are alone in your homes, so that you don't, just to give you a little bit of extra love. The song I'm gonna sing was the song that I wrote with Eric, my husband, the day after the Tree of Life tragedy in Pittsburgh. And I'm gonna sing it as a moment of healing and love. And, you know, we've been through a lot as a people, as women. We've been through a lot of tough things. And I know that we're all going to get through this tough thing, and as we always do. So this is goes out to everybody for some healing and love. And I really do love you all. And this is Tree of Life. Oh, sweet spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there. I am but a voice, just a cry in the air, but I sing nonetheless through this pain we share. Oh, sweet friends, come and dry your eyes and hold each other by this tree of life. I'm angry and tired of this great divide, but I sing nonetheless with love on my side. Oh, sweet souls who feel broken now, we'll heal together somewhere, somehow. Time and again we have been let down, but we sing nonetheless, still whole and still proud. Oh, sweet spirit, hear my prayer. Help these words heal someone out there.
Thank you so much, Donnie. That is such a beautiful song, such a beautiful sentiment. I loved it. I lit my candle in memory of my mom and in honor of my 2 daughters and my granddaughter. And I have a friend with me who's going to sing. She's going to share this moment with me. Her name is Mimi. And Beth asked for Mimi to show up. So Mimi's here for all of you. Now, Mimi, do you remember what we talked about earlier, that you were going to help me sing the song? Yes. And should I tell everybody that you have a little bit of a froggy throat? Yes, I've had bronchitis. Yes, but I think you'll be, I won't ask you to sing too much, just a little bit. Would that be okay? Oh, yes, I'm very excited about this. Okay. Maybe it's Ellen that had bronchitis and not Mimi. Okay, here we go. We're going to sing a song called Standing at the Sea. Do you want me to tell them about Nachshon? Yes, okay, you can tell them about Nachshon. So Nachshon, he was this dude, and he went to the Red Sea, and he stood there, and all the Israelites stood behind him, and he was so brave, and because of his faith, the waters parted. That's right, Mimi, and that's exactly what we're going to sing about. Are you ready? Oh, yes, I am. Okay, here we go. Standing at the sea, micha mocha. What about me, Ellen? Well, you're going to do the chorus when we get there. Just hold your horses. Your part is the freedom part. Oh, right, I forgot. Okay. Standing at the sea, micha mocha, standing at the sea, micha mocha, standing at the sea, micha mocha, freedom's on our way, singing and dancing. Singing and dancing, micha mocha, singing and dancing, micha mocha, singing and dancing, micha mocha, freedom's on our way. All right, now everybody help Mimi. Put your hands up like this and sing, freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom, freedom, freedom. Freedom's on our way. Beautiful job, Mimi. And I continue. They're coming up behind, Michamocha, they're coming up behind, a Michamocha, they're coming up behind, a Michamocha, freedom's on our way. We're bound no more, Michamocha, we're bound no more, a Michamocha, we're bound no more, a Michamocha, freedom's on our way. Here comes Mimi. Freedom, 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 freedom. Freedom, freedom's on our way. Standing at the sea, Michamocha, standing at the sea, a Michamocha, standing at the sea, a Michamocha, freedom's on our way. Everybody now, freedom, 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 freedom's on our way. Mimi, that was the first time I've sung the song in 2 different keys, but that's okay because it sounded so good. Would you like to take a bow, Mimi? Oh, yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much to Ellen Allard and to Mimi. When I saw that I was following Ellen and Mimi, I didn't know who Mimi was. So thank you so much for introducing her to all of us. I lit my candle earlier for my Ima, who is my role model and my hero, and to my inspirational daughter, Rebecca. So we just crossed the sea in safety, and what do? We sing. So we sang the Song of the Sea. We sing this every morning in our daily prayers. We sing it in Hallel, Psalms of Praise, and we sing it at our Passover Seder. My favorite line really from the Song of the Sea, from Shirat Hayam, is Ozi v'zimrat yah, vayhi li lishua. God is my strength, and really God gives me strength. I believe that God put a spark inside of each one of us, and sometimes that spark diminishes, and we need someone or something to help fan those flames so that that spark ignites. And I have to say, being with all of these amazing, amazing women tonight is sparking my flame. It's bursting, and thank you so much. Thank you to Beth for including me in this beautiful evening. This setting of Ozi v'zimrat yah was written by Rabbi Shefa Gold, and when I've heard her talk about it, she says it's the head, the heart, and the soul, and all of those need strength from God. Ozi v'zimrat yah, vayhi lishua. Ozi v'zimrat yah, vayhi lishua. Chazana Lisa Pomeranz-Borough. I'm the cantor at Congregation Bethel in Voorhees, New Jersey.
Thank you so much, Cantor. That too is my favorite line from Shirat Hayam. So I'm very glad and blessed that you shared that with us this evening. I am Stacy Zizek Robinson. I am from Chicago. And I am going to be reading a poem that I wrote a couple of years ago. The candle that I lit this evening is for the growing, sadly growing cadre of doctors and nurses and caregivers who sustain me on a daily basis, and by extension, all of the doctors and nurses and healers and caregivers who are fighting a fierce battle these days, and whose hope conquers fear on a daily basis. Thank you to all of you who show that to us every day. The poem is called "And Miriam Sang." And Miriam sang God's song. It flowed rising like smoke, like a pillar of fire. And Miriam sang her brother's song, wild, jubilant, free at last, free at last. And she sang her mother's song, crooned in velvet darkness and liquid as day, a lullaby, a love song, her mother's song was. And Miriam sang the people's song, soft and loud at once, and liquid still and edged in smoke, and wild, oh so wild, a babble of song that lifted her feet and rang out, sang out with timbrel and lyre. Her voice rose like smoke, like air, it soared, and she sang the people's song, sang her mother's song, sang her brother's song, sang God's song. They poured forth from her as she danced. The seabed was rock-strewn and dust and blood now, mixed with dust, emet. And Miriam danced on sharp-edged stone, and she sang, her arms lifted with cymbals and timbrels and ribbons of fire that caught the light, caught the eyes of the people as she danced them across the dry desert sea. And she sang, Miriam did, and she danced on feet that bled, arms lifted and weary with fluttering ribbons of color and light, weary and raw, singing. She danced on feet that bled to a distant shore, green and cool with a light that shimmered like freedom, like love. Miriam danced and raised her bloody feet to stand upon the cool and green. No song, no symbol, just silence, a final offering. And into that stunning, that glorious silence, she gave her weary body, her bloodied body, her ribbons and symbols, her vision, her voice. And God sang Miriam's song, and it lifted her like fire, and it filled her like love, Selah.
Thank you, Stacy. That was beautiful. Stacy Zizek Robinson is one of my favorite poets. I really have my name is Julie Silver, and I lit this candle tonight for all of the women that turned back and reached towards me to bring me forward. And women like Debbie Friedman, women like Lois Edelstein of blessed memory, women like Monica Weinstein of blessed memory, my great, great women who are no longer with me. But I think of them every day. This is for them. We'll sing it together. Oh, Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one which sang our history. With every strand and every thread, she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances towards the light.
Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea. The wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to the promised land. Sing with me, come on now. And the women dancing with their timbers followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced all night long. Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her, just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song, she sang with praise and might. We just lived through a miracle, we're going to dance tonight. You can stand up, you can stay, and the women dancing with their timbres follow Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who needed soul. Miriam and the women danced and danced all night long. Cut some math. Thank you, Beth.
Pesach, the Rebbeinu Shalom is so good to us. I'm telling you, he doesn't give us enough toilet paper. It's perfect. We have matzah. With enough matzah, who needs toilet paper? Hashtag blessed.
Shalom, shalom everyone. I just sent into the chat the lyrics to Dayenu we'll be using, as well as the sheet music if you'd like to follow along. My name is Eliana Light. I'm coming to you from Durham, North Carolina, and I'm holding all 575 and more of you in my hearts right now. I lit my candle for my booby, Sheila. That's her holding me, who taught me how to sing and how to bring your whole self to singing. It's difficult days, my friends. It's difficult days, and sometimes we can have days where we get a lot done, and sometimes we have days where the most we can do is exist. And my friends, that is Dayenu. That is Dayenu, for existing, for being, whatever you need right now. It's Dayenu. Kama melot tovot lamakom aleinu. Ilu hotzianu mi Mitzrayim velo asa bahem shifatim dayenu. Ilu asa bahem shifatim belo asa belohem dayenu. Dayenu, 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 yainai, 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 Dayenu, 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 dayenu.
Thank you, Eliana Light. That was fabulous, so upbeat. I am back, Cantor Deborah Jacobson, Temple Judea. I lit my candles earlier for my mother and for my 105-year-old booby, Gerda Frankel. And we are a full service Seder here, Women's Seder. So I'm happy to invite you to sing the traditional folk Dayenu, because what's a Seder without this tune? Please sing along from wherever you are. Ilu Hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, Hotzianu mi Mitzrayim, Dayenu, 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 Dayenu. Die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, 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 die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, die, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu.
Thank you, Deborah Jacobson. That was beautiful. We light this candle in honor of daughters, sponsored by Melissa Fahey in honor of her grandmother, Gloria. It doesn't matter our zip code. It doesn't matter our faith. We all bleed when we are cut and cry in another's pain. We are daughters bonded by compassion, empathy, and love, accepting and willing to share our stories, our trials and tribulations. Our cup runneth over with joy. We move elegantly beyond our physical being and embrace our spiritual connection as sisters of the world. Wherever you go, I shall go, and your people shall be my people. Ruth's beautiful words to her mother-in-law, Naomi, when Naomi's son and Ruth's husband was killed in war. Ruth never left Naomi's side. Ruth will always represent beauty, loyalty, and compassion. She was a faithful woman who above all understood the essence of humanity. Ruth wrote down her story of life, and to this day we honor the book of Ruth in our Tanakh. Tonight we acknowledge that each of us has a beautiful story to share. May we hear your words, may we honor your story, and may love be our common religion. Tonight, we honor Ruth's cup, which represents sisters around the world, generously sponsored by Sue Frieden in honor of her mother, Ruth. Thank you.
Thank you, Rabbi Solomon. I'm Ariel Eden, and I'm a mom, psychologist, and singer-songwriter from White Plains. And I lit my candle tonight in honor of my mom, whose birthday it was on Tuesday, but I believe she ought to be celebrated every day. This song is a melody that I wrote to the vow of Ruth that demonstrates her love and commitment to Naomi. Ki el asher telchi elech, va'asher talini alin, amech ami ve'elohayich Elohai, uvasher tamuti amut, shama kaver. Asher telchi elech, va'asher talini ali, amech ami ve'elohayich Elohai, uvasher tamuti amut, shama kaver, shama kaver. Shama kaver, shama kaver.
I got really excited with all this talk about Ruth. Thank you so much, Ariel. My name is Joni Leeds. I live in New York City, and I lit my candle for my daughter and all of the fierce, amazing little girls that are growing up, that say what's on their mind. And I think, we need to encourage them to speak their mind and raise their hands. And that's what I am trying to do with my own daughter. The song that I'm about to sing is called RBG, and I wrote it about Ruth Bader Ginsburg. And I shall put my gavel down. Ruth was born in Brooklyn in 1933. No one could have thought that she'd grow up to be that fiery, clever justice, donning the jabot, fighting for equality, dissenting, saying no. It takes a lot of courage to stand and disagree. Come and meet my idol, my favorite supreme. I want to be just like RBG, fighting for our rights and shining truth. I want to be just like RBG, the glorious, notorious Ruth, ruffling some feathers while studying the law. Harvard took just 9 smart women, 500 men in all. Ginsburg was on fire, twice made the law review, graduated #1 whilst a mother too, an advocate for women, so to bring equality, choosing words strategically and fluent legalese. I want to be just like RBG, fighting for our rights and shining truth. I want to be just like RBG, glorious, notorious Ruth. She never stopped, she never quit. Now on the highest court she sits to pave the way for other women like you and me. I want to be just like RBG, fighting for our rights and shining truth. I want to be just like RBG, the glorious, notorious Ruth, the glorious, notorious Ruth.
Woo! Thank you, Joni.
Joni, thank you so much. And
Everybody make sure to go listen to the show tomorrow.
As someone said in the chat, I think it was Rachel Goldman, extra points for the outfit.
Totally.
Many, many extra points. Thank you so much. I'm introducing a video now, but it's an incredibly special video of Cheryl Friedman, who is going to introduce the dedication for the Debbie Friedman Miriam Award. Cheryl is my Schwester, my sister for many years, and I love her dearly. And she's in Israel now. She's watching. It's about 4 in the morning, I think. But we did pre-record her video. So here she is, my Schwester Cheryl.
I am so happy to be with you here tonight to present the first Debbie Friedman Miriam Award. My sister Debbie was committed to making the spirit of Yiddishkeit more accessible through her participatory song. Though she faced daunting obstacles as a woman with a new idea, she persisted, inspiring love with her music and her being. She would be delighted to honor someone who encourages all women to aim high and who elevates the community with spirit and song. It is my honor to present this year's award to Cantor Debbie Tachko Gray. Debbie, Mazal Tov, and Kol HaKavod.
Beautiful. And now I'd like to introduce Kathy Sebo.
Well, hi, it's Catherine Sebo. I'm Kathy. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. And I wanted to share something with all of you. I met Cantor Deborah Kochko Gray in 1986, and that chance meeting changed my life forever. Not only has Debbie been a mentor to me, a dear and trusted colleague, but she is among my closest friends. And we are mishpacha, we are sisters. While all of us are finding our way to our new normal in this period of isolation, I have to mention that Debbie has helped so many of us over the past 3 decades who have struggled with a different type of isolation. You see, Debbie, when you founded the Women Cantors Network in 1982, you may not have imagined that you would become this great warrior in combating the isolation so many of us experienced during the decades of women not feeling accepted on the bima. You endured tons of criticism and even some hate mail. But Debbie, you stayed on course, and as the second woman in this country to hold a full-time position in a conservative shul, your bravery and talent and your overall chutzpah created a special place for women cantors who felt so isolated from their male counterparts. A space to gather and share ideas, concerns, successes, failures, our own spiritual journeys, and of course, a space for all of us to share the music, always the music. It's said that the length or the span of a generation is somewhere around 30 years. The Women Cantors Network has endured and thrived for about 38 years now. So thank you, Cantor Debbie, for leading the way for so many of us, L'dor vador, from one generation to another, and from one Debbie to another. How fitting that the first recipient of the Debbie Friedman Miriam Award is our very own Debbie Kochko Gray. I am so proud of you. All of us are so proud of you. Debbie, may you continue to go from strength to strength. May you continue to inspire all of us, your family, your congregation, with your beautiful soul, your wise heart, your sweet voice, your wicked, crazy sense of humor. I love you. Mazel tov.
Thank you, my dear, dear, dear friend, Cantor Kathy Sebo. I am so honored. I serve Congregation Shir Shalom. I'm so grateful for that the past 20 years. And tonight I lit a candle in memory of my beloved mother, Rita Jean Epstein Kochko, who was amazing. She was my soul sister. She had an outrageous sense of humor. She was bold, and she was, she's very much missed every day. And we shared a birthday, February 23rd, and it's the same birthday as my brother and my son Ezra, and I believe it's the same birthday as Debbie Friedman, if I'm not wrong, which just makes everything bashir. So thank you so much, and I'd like to share a little bit of a song. My cousin Poldy of blessed memory said, if you want to be a good chazan or a good person, you should be a ner, a light. And what is it to be a ner? The word ner has 2 letters. Nun stands for neshama, you have to have a good soul. And the resh stands for ruach, you need to have a good spirit. So if you have a good soul and a good spirit, you could be a light. And that's my hope and prayer, is that all of us continue to be lights. You have all lit up my life so much, and I look forward to much more light that we need in this world. And this is a song that Beth Stiles wrote with me. She mostly guided it, and I'm so grateful for her creativity and brilliance in everything she does. If you know it, please sing with me. Be the light of peace, be the light of hope, be the light of spirit, an heir to the world. Be the light of joy, be the light of faith, be the light of healing. Shir Shalom, Shir Shalom, Shir Shalom. Shir Shalom, Shir Shalom, Shir Shalom Uvracha. Just a little bit of it. Thank you.
Mazel Tov, Devi. I light this final candle to honor sisters all over the world, and I pray that our hearts unite in this healing light. And I'd like to offer this new song from Miriam's table that honors the cup of Miriam. Zod kos, zod kos, zod kos, Miriam, zod kos, zod kos, zod kos, Miriam, kos maim, kos maim, kos maim, maim chaim, zecher, 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 yitziat Mitzrayim, kos maim, kos maim, kos maim, maim chaim, zecher, zecher, yitziat Mitzrayim. Yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la la la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la, yalla la 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 la. Thank you. And I think we're almost coming to a close, and I just want to thank everyone who joined us tonight for creating the space to do that, and for letting us into your homes and your hearts. So I just thank you so much. And at the end, I'm going to run the beautiful dedications and thank yous and acknowledgements. So please stick around to hear that. And now I would like to offer the last song to the amazing cantor Rachel Goldman, who will sing us.
Thank you so much, Beth, and thank you to all of the women for such an incredibly inspiring evening. I don't believe in coincidences, and for the past over a year now, two women who are my sisters in music, and we feel that our voices knew each other before we met in person. One of which is Lori Akers, who you heard from this evening, and the other one is Cantor Rachel Brooke at Park Avenue, who I am lighting my candle for both of them. There's a picture of us and the project that is a complete from the ground up program that we wrote. 117 pages was supposed to debut at Park Avenue Synagogue tonight, and literally the only thing that probably could have healed the heartbreak of that was to be here with all of you women. So as we are for certain going on a completely new journey, as we are completely changed from this experience tonight alone, and as we go out in this world with this new inspiration from each other as women, as sisters and mothers and daughters, I would like to offer Tefillat Haderech by Debbie Friedman for all of us. And please feel free to sing along, especially on the Amen. Be blessed as we go on our way. May we be guided in peace. May we be blessed with health and joy. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. I see all your faces. Please sing along with us. May we be sheltered by the wings of peace. May we be kept in safety and in love. May grace and compassion find its way to every soul. May this be our blessing. Amen. Everybody. Amen. Amen. May this be our blessing. Amen. 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 May this be our blessing. Amen. Chag Sameach to everybody. Thank you for the blessings of your sisterhood.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Cantor Rachel Goldman, and thank you to everyone who participated. I feel like maybe we can close with one song if you want to sing all together. If you know this song, please join me. For each day I live, my God, for each day I live, I am grateful, grateful, forever grateful, grateful each day I live. Sing with me. For each day I live, my God, for each day I live, I am grateful, grateful, forever grateful, grateful each day I live. I am gifted by your glory. I am lifted by your love. I am grateful, grateful. Every day I live, I am grateful, grateful. Every day I live. One last time. For each day I live, my God, for each day I live, I am grateful, grateful, forever grateful, grateful each day I live. Happy Pesach, everyone. Be healthy, feel good. Sending love and light to everyone. And as we go out, I'm going to play the dedications.
יא נא נא יא נא 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 גם יחד. So tonight, sisters around the world, hold your head up high, raise a timbrel as a symbol. She is waiting for you, and Miriam's teardrop